Take a look at that chain, ladies and gentlemen. It could come into play during this New England Heavyweight Championship match. This has been deemed a no disqualification match for the New England Heavyweight Championship. And you see members of the New York Posse on the outside. Curtis Slamdog is the official opponent for champion Rick Fuller. And perhaps Slamdog will feel the Fuller effect.
Well, the chumps that they are, the New York Posse, they can't come out here and have a one-on-one matchup. They have to be 3 against 1, and quite frankly, that's the only way they would even have a chance against Rick Fuller.
Curtis Slamdog, certainly no stranger to the New England Heavyweight Championship. He's held that title before, ladies and gentlemen, and would very much like to gain it back once again. And, you know, Fuller's got to have eyes in the back and on the side of his head to keep an eye on the other members of the New York Posse. Remember, fans, this is a no disqualification matchup.
Well, let's face it, you know I'm very good friends with Rick Fuller, and I guarantee you right now he likes this. He's calling them all in. He doesn't care. He'll take all 3 of them on.
Well,
we've seen in the past, he took the whole locker room on.
I was going to say, he took on the entire Wrestling Star Wars locker room roster and earned the New England Heavyweight Championship in that very fashion in that battle royal, that impromptu battle royal. So I'm sure that Fuller really is feeling that taking on 3 guys is really a walk in the park. But nonetheless, you still got to keep an eye on each and every one of them.
Well, Slamdog now apparently is shaking off that ankle injury from some time back and is ready to go here.
Well, it wasn't determined until earlier today whether or not Slamdog would be able to compete, but the doctor took a look and said, you're fine.
Oh, look at this, attacking Fuller from behind. Let's give credit where it's due. Curtis Slamdog could have backed out of this match, and he's right in there, firing up on Big Rick Fuller, your New England Heavyweight Champion.
Those right hands are finding their mark on the top of the head of the 300-pound champion, Rick Fuller. And this is what Slamdog has to do. Kick into the breadbasket. Another one into the upper thigh of the champ. No, Fuller doesn't want to go anywhere, and he's going to put those brakes on.
Absolutely. He's not going to come out of the corner like that.
Right hand by Fuller. Block. Right hand by Fuller again.
Oh!
Chop sends his man reeling. And another one. And Fuller has come alive. And so has this crowd here at the bench. Oh, damn it. He nearly put his hand right through the chest.
Donnie Rotten has the leg right in front of the referee. What is he doing? He's not even paying attention.
And it's all legal. Believe it or not, it is a no disqualification matchup.
Well, then I guess I shouldn't be complaining about that.
Tony G gave the okay. The board of directors approved it. And what else can you do but sit back and watch?
And, you know, look at this. I guess if it's an DQ match, but real quick, I just want to say, did you see Tony G since he's been back from Lake Tahoe? The guy looks great.
He certainly does.
Oh, no!
And that's not going to feel too great on the head of Curtis Slamdog. And now it's essentially become 2-on-1 because Slamdog had his lights put out for him.
Man, Fuller is absolutely cleaning house. And when you see those chops he delivers, you know as well as I, like no other man in professional wrestling, he always do a great chop. But when Ric Flair got with this guy and taught him how to throw that chop, this is the end result.
You see it, you hear it, and the opponents certainly feel that chop of Rick Fuller. Zombie back in now. And he does not have time to do whatever it is he was planning to do because Fuller was waiting for him. Donnie Rotten now on the other side. Look out. I don't think Rotten wanted to come in, but Fuller wants him there.
I agree. He did not look like he was ready to jump in that ring, did he?
Look out.
Boot to the midsection, and now Zombie attacking him from behind. And once again, this is a no disqualification matchup.
We got a problem here. We got a handicap match going on for Rick Fuller. Oh, nice duck underneath right there by Fuller.
Wow!
Couple of big cannons come crashing right on the New York Posse. 2/3 of them anyway.
It's great to see a guy from Boston whooping up on the New York Posse.
Big scoop slam, and Rotten is down, count of the lights.
And Huntley in complete control over there. Take a look at him.
Hey, listen, Huntley can do nothing but get the heck out of the way.
Where is Sean? Man, I'll tell you something now. It looks like the Posse's, are they wearing Fuller down? Are they starting to get the advantage here?
Again, they take control over Rick Fuller. The heavyweight champion is in trouble.
Oh! tremendous double team maneuver, and that's why these guys are buddies to become the tag team champions. But this is a singles match, and he's just shooing them off like flies, Brian.
Now let me ask you something. If one of these members of the New York Posse makes the 3 count, does that make them the champion, or does it give it to Curtis Slam Dog?
That's a good question. From what I understand, Tony G will make that decision known before the matchup is over.
Man, oh man. Here is Slam Dog on the outside, still feeling the effects of that big chain that he took right in the head.
And these fans at ringside are obviously upset with this too. And don't ask me any questions that I don't know the answers to.
Off the ropes, uh-oh. Fuller puts the brakes on.
Oh, double noggin knocker.
Introduced to one another in a very unceremonious fashion, and that big clothesline follow-through sent Zombie down to the canvas.
I'll tell you right now.
Look at this. Look at this. Double underhook.
Oh! Ho, ho.
Chin first, right into that big thigh of the 300-pound champion.
Brian Webster, I've never seen that maneuver before in my life. And look at this now. Tremendous side slam. Zombie's all done.
Man, uh-oh. Signaling now. Uh-oh, this is going to get quite messy, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Fuller signaling to the crowd. Up goes Donnie Rotten, and down comes Donnie Rotten. 1, 2, and Slam Dog makes sure that the 3 count is not made.
Now Slam Dog back in. When you were saying who's going to get the belt, I would say Slam Dog's going to make sure if any pins are made around here, he's going to be doing them.
Slam Dog sort of shoving his partners out of the way, the other members of the New York Posse. Slam Dog has sort of made himself the leader of that particular faction.
And of course he should make himself the leader. He's always been the leader of the New York Posse, and he's reassembled this 2001 version of it. And let's face it, they are putting the boots to Rick Fuller.
And Rick Fuller is in a lot of trouble, and thus far, since winning the New England Heavyweight Championship, has not had it easy. Now look at this. Zombie wants to go for the cover, and Slam Dog says, no, this is my match.
That was a cover? Well, now Slam Dog could be setting him up here.
Look at this, Zombie. Zombie stepping to the outside. Zombie went and had a seat.
What is he doing? Look at
this. Oh,
my
man.
goodness.
Choke Slam City. Uh-oh. Donnie Rotten now. He's going to go for the ride as well.
No, he's not going to. He's not going to do what I think he is he, Brian?
Donnie Rotten.
No. Bomb. Oh, my gosh.
Right on Curtis Slam Dog. We got a posse sandwich, and we've got a victorious New England Heavyweight Champion, Rick Fuller, who against all odds in this one, Knuckles Nelson, has pulled it off and continues to hang on to his coveted New England Heavyweight Championship.
The thing I find very impressive about this, Brian, is the fans are completely behind Rick Fuller. Who is going to stop this man?
Zombie with a little what for Rick Fuller, saying, hey, you didn't take care of me, buddy. And there is your champion standing tall and proud here on This Week in Wrestling.